Now, we've all heard success stories about how the right business credit card can supercharge a company's growth, offer rewards, perks, and convenient financing options. But here's the flip side of the coin. Not all credit cards are created equal. In fact, some can be downright detrimental or completely unbeneficial. Welcome back to the Fund&Grow channel, where we talk all things business and financing. I'm Zach Ritchie, and today we're talking about the 4 worst business credit cards that you can have as an entrepreneur. Now, why not just 3? Because Fund&Grow cares just a little bit extra. But before we get started, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell to get alerted when we post new videos that can help you start or grow your business. So let's go ahead and get into these less than ideal business credit options. So number 1, the UBS Visa Infinite Business Card. Now, this is aimed at business travelers. Now, this is a high-cost card with very little reward, and some of these terrible features include a $550 annual fee, 20.49% interest on purchases with no 0% intro offer, 27.49% APR on cash advances, plus an additional 3% cash advance fee on top of that interest, and the only sniff of the 0% interest is for balance transfers and only for 12 months. After the 12 months, it shoots right back up to 20.49%. Oh, and it also has the 3% balance transfer fee on top of the interest. Now, as far as rewards go, you get 1 measly point per dollar on anything other than air travel, gas, or groceries. So overall, it's just an incredibly expensive card for the hefty annual fees and interest rates that you're going to be stuck paying forever. Number 2, the CorTrust Bank Visa Business Card. Now, when it comes to business cards, card holders expect great rewards and flexibility, and this card is just not that. It has no clear rewards program. The page on the website says the card offers rewards, but has 0 information on it. If you go to the terms of the card, you're going to see this. And normally on these term sheets, there's an entire section about how to accrue reward points. Nope, not on this one. So do they even have a rewards program? Maybe. It's unclear. But even beyond that, let's look at the other downsides of this card. It's got a 19.24% APR on purchases and balance transfers when you open the account. And then after that, your rate will be based on the prime rate, meaning it's probably going to go up even more than that. Plus, you get the additional 3% fee on all balance transfers. It's 24.24% APR on cash advances plus their 3% fee. And it's a $19 annual fee per card, which doesn't sound outrageous, but keep in mind, if you've got employees or a business partner, that's $19 per every single copy of the card that you order. And so for a card that has no introductory or welcome offers and seems to have no clear rewards program, this just isn't the best card for your time or money, especially if you're paying an annual fee on top of all the regular interest and fees. Number 3, the BP Business Solution MasterCard. So we're jumping right into this one because I had to do some digging on their website to get basic info about this card. And finally, hidden on the very bottom of the page, I found the terms of the card, and here are the details of this BP card. First of all, it's not even a revolving account. This card falls more in line with like a vendor card. Balance is due in full every single month. And it's only accepted at BP or Amoco stations. Now, let's say you fill up at another gas station user's card. There's a $2 fee per transaction for doing that. And it's got high credit risk fees. So basically, if this lender deems you as high risk, you're responsible for a fee of up to 2% of the account's credit limit per billing cycle. Not even on how much you spend, but the credit limit itself. Now, what do they consider high risk? If your business credit score is below 600. If your personal credit score is below 670. If you incur 1 or more late payments in a 12-month period. Or if you make a payment that ends up not being honored by your bank. There's also the elephant in the room that they can change the terms of your card at any point if they deem you a high risk. If they deem you a high risk, this card also charges a $10 per month membership fee. Now, they'll waive the fee if you purchase over 5,000 gallons of fuel in a month period. And on top of this, it's got outrageous late payment fees. For regular accounts, it's either $75 or 7.25% of your balance if the percentage ends up being higher. High-risk accounts have $75 or 12.25% of your balance if the percentage is higher. Either way, you're paying at least $75 for a single late fee. This card charges fees for everything. If you want paper reporting, if you want tax-exempt reporting, if there's returned payments, the list goes on. Now, at this point, you got to be wondering, Zach, there has got to be some positive to this card, right? The only upside that I could find on this card is that they boast a rebate offer up to 7 cents per gallon filled at either a BP or a MOGA station. And the system is tiered, so the rebates actually look more like this. So you're saving some money, but not a whole lot unless you've got some giant fleet that you're filling up constantly. Overall, there are far better business credit cards out there that offer way better gas station rewards. And finally, the Capital One Spark Miles. Now, this is the last card we're talking about today, and I want to note that this is not a terrible card if you don't mind the factors that we're going to talk about. Now, what landed it on this list specifically is the lack of the one thing most entrepreneurs want when applying for a business credit card. I'm not talking about 0%, not talking about annual fees. They want a business card that does not appear on your personal credit. Now, there are some other downsides from showing on your report, and we're going to talk about that. But at its core, one defining factor of true business credit is that your business expenses can stay separate from your personal. And having this card show up on your personal defeats that. Now, this thing doesn't have 0% intro on purchases or balance transfers. It's got a 25.99% APR on purchases, 31.99% APR on cash advances, 3% fee on top of that APR, and a $95 annual fee. And you only get 2 miles in rewards per every dollar spent. Now, they do offer a welcome bonus of 50,000 miles, which roughly equates to about $500 worth of travel as of time of this recording. But you have to spend $4,500 in the first 3 months to get that bonus. And if you don't travel much, then the rewards are not going to be worthwhile to you. And there you have it, the 4 worst business credit cards out there right now today. Now, ultimately, it's going to come down to what you're looking for in a card that's going to sway you towards what downsides you can live with and which are going to be absolute deal breakers. But either way, it's best to educate yourself and research different cards as much as possible to find the right ones for you and your business. Now, we actually created a video that's going to help you with some of this research in terms of how to qualify for top-tier business credit cards, avoid those costly cash advance fees, maintain the 0% interest period, and make the most of your rewards. If you want to check that out, I'm going to leave it linked in this description. And as always, I'm Zach Ritchie. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. I'll see you back here next week for a brand new one.